I have people ask me why I'm not dating. It's been almost 3 years since I've been single now, and I really haven't dated much. And they, just like to ask why. So here is my best advice on the dating world. Don't hunt unless you're healed. And what I mean by that is like when a relationship ends, especially a marriage, and my marriage was almost 10 years, that people are ripped apart, like your souls are ripped apart, and there's lots of healing that has to go back into that. And whoever you're dating deserves, or whether you decide to get remarried, whatever it is, they deserve the best parts of you. And you know what? You deserve the best parts of you. And this is actually my second marriage. I've been married and divorced twice, and I loved being married. I didn't want to be divorced. I enjoy that, and it didn't end the way I wanted it to. And the first time I got divorced, like I jumped right back into my relationship that was my second marriage, and I didn't take the time to heal.
Gentlemen, glad to have you back to another video of women dating after divorce. One of my all-time favorites, if I have to be honest. So guys, leave me your thoughts about what you're going to see down in the comments, and now let's get started.
It's been almost 3 years since I've been single now, and I really haven't dated much. And
Yeah, right, pause it right there. Guys, women really do not understand what the word single means. They perceive it in a whole different aspect that has nothing to do with being single, right? When guys say, I am single, it means they haven't touched a woman for 5 years. They haven't, no hugs, no kisses, no commitment, no chasing, nobody is texting them. That is what it means to be single. Women are out here, telling us that they are single. In the meanwhile, they have like 15 guys messaging them on a daily basis. They go on dates with multiple men. They have a roster, guys. They say, oh, I'm single. And in the meantime, they're dating 6 other guys. If you want to say that you are not committed, say that you are not committed. But don't say that you are single if you are texting multiple guys, being with multiple dates, I haven't dated much in the period in which I was single. Alright, so then you were not single. You were just not committed, but you were not single at all. Different words.
Just like to ask why. So here is my best advice on the dating world. Don't hunt unless you're healed. And what I mean by that is like when a relationship ends, especially a marriage, and my marriage was almost 10 years, that people are ripped apart, like your souls are ripped apart, and there's lots of healing that has to go back into that. And whoever you're dating deserves, or whether you decide to get remarried, whatever it is, they deserve the best parts of you. And you know what? You deserve the best parts of you. And this is actually my second marriage. I've been married and divorced twice, and I loved being married. I didn't want to be divorced. I enjoy that, and it didn't end the way I wanted it to.
Guys, what she means when she says that she enjoys the marriage, she, as many other women, enjoyed the wedding day, the wedding pictures, the wedding dress, the honeymoon, the nice meals, the dinner dates, etc. All of that, all the good things, the validation, the providing. But she didn't enjoy to actually, try to keep that marriage, walk the problems out. If you loved your marriage so much, why did you divorce? Why did you divorce a second time? A lot of women, guys, they like the benefits of marriage. They like the butterflies and the glitter and all the sparky and whimsical things. But when push comes to shove, when there is a problem, when the man is feeling down, the magic is gone. The spark is gone. I can't live in this marriage anymore. It happens so often, gentlemen.
And the first time I got divorced, like I jumped right back into my relationship that was my second marriage. And
huge red flag.
And I didn't take the time to heal. And I was looking for someone to tell me who I was and that I was enough and all those things, right, that weren't healed about me and that were broken. And I was looking for someone else to fill them.
Yeah, I'm going to phrase it another way. It's not about healing. It's just that you want validation. Guys, some women, they want the validation their whole life. It doesn't matter the age. They want to be told at all times that they're beautiful, they're good human beings who provide so much, to the interrelationships that they have. They just want to be validated at all times, and they can't live without it. So it's yet another reason for monkey branching so much. They just want to be told at all times that they're just so good, so valuable, so you can't live without them. It just speaks about instability.
And this time was different. I wanted God to be that for me because I am spiritual. And I didn't want to offer up myself to someone in the dating world as a broken individual, as unwhole. And so I have done a lot of counseling and a lot of therapy and a lot of mentorship and all the things and digging in God's word for him to really tell me who I am and to find who I am again. And as a single person again, I had to unidentify as a married woman. And that was really hard for me and it took time. And so that's going to be my advice to you. Make sure you're healed before you hunt. It is not fair to yourself or to someone else to be out in the dating world if you have not healed from the bitterness, from the disappointment, from finding who you are. So make sure you're healed before you hunt. And at this point in my life, if God sees fit, fine. And if he doesn't, we're okay too. And that's true for you too. Find a place where you can say, I'm enough. Just like my life is. I don't need someone to complete me. But if I do, that would be great too. That's my little TED Talk on dating.
Guys, I'm all about second chances, but the fact that you not only got divorced once, but twice, speaks more about the fact that you're not really healed. It speaks more than the words you are telling us. You can tell us that you are healed, but, your history, we can see that you've been divorced 2 times, and just gathering all the information, I think we get the picture straight that you really didn't stick for that marriages. You thought the grass was greener, you got married twice, then you got divorced, blaming it on the fact that you weren't healed enough in the first place. I don't know, guys. It's really the usual case of a woman not being satisfied, being unable to be satisfied, and just always looking for something better.
Somebody recently suggested to me that I clean up my platform and that I use my audience and my weird influence for good. And while I am offended that you do not take pleasure in my being mouthy on the internet, you have a point. But we're gonna have to meet somewhere in the middle because I have to still be mouthy on the internet. But I don't have to be gross, I guess. So we're gonna compromise on this. I'm in a bunch of these Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook groups, and they are real sad. Everybody's cheating on everybody. Y'all are. You think I'm gross? You're gross. I just have a bad mouth and no filter, but you can't keep it in your pants. Keep it loyal to a loyal woman. Anyway, again, I don't need them, but I can't leave because it's a train wreck and I'm here for it. And hey, if I can provide any insight, I will. But I recently answered a call. One of the biggest groups got in trouble because they're always mass reported because men are babies and they no longer allow anonymous posting. So, baby, I will do your anonymous posting for you, not anonymously. Okay? Holler at me. I will submit the photos of your boyfriend, of your husband, of your side piece. I don't fucking care. I will put it out there with my name attached to it and say, what is this fool up to? So we can get to the bottom of it. Nobody needs to get played.
And that's not creepy at all. Guys, these groups, if you don't know what she's talking about, women have their little funny groups in Facebook or whatever where they post pictures of the guys they're dating, asking the question, is someone else dating this guy? Because they don't like the players. They don't like the men who have options, even though, these are the sort of men they feel attracted to. So, just sweep under the rug the fact that it's usually women who have a roster and are dating 6 guys at a time. Let's forget about that. Let's talk specifically about men. It's funny, guys. These groups are hilarious, honestly, because you go there and you don't see pictures of guys with good morals who want to invest in the future. You know, you don't see those sort of guys. They are in the friend zone. The sort of guys you see on these groups is men who are, you know, attractive, way out of the league that these women are, you know, that they're dating. And you know, you see this 6 out of 10 women asking if this 9 or 10 out of 10 men is seeing some other woman. It's hilarious, guys. And we end on the message that we're not going to get played. Well, don't pick men, you know, that are clearly out of your league and clearly wanting to have some fun, you know. Guys, it's funny because, yeah, some men do lie and are not clear about their intentions. Other men, you know, you can spot that they just want to have fun from like 7 miles away. It's really not that hard, right? It's clear. I mean, they don't walk around with a label on their head saying, I just want a hookup. Yeah, they don't do that, but all the other things from which you can tell that they just want to have fun are there. So it's clearly your mistake.
I'm not getting played. You're not getting played. Together, we're not going to get played.
Yeah, watch her get played by Chad 1 week after this TikTok.
And hey, just stop being gross, okay? Bye.
Hey, Jennifer Hurwitz, dating coach and relationship expert. I've been really excited about talking about this one. This is a dating red flag that I talk about quite often that I'm now going to tell you to use it as a green flag. I'm always telling you that if somebody talks about their ex, brings up their ex or their ex-boyfriend or their ex whatever on a date, that it's a red flag. But wait, let them. If somebody brings up their ex and they're adamant about it and they want to talk about their ex and they want to go on and they want, let them lean in, have a little, take a beat and let them go on and talk about their ex, because here's why. Let's not think about so much of what they're saying about their ex, but are they taking responsibility? When they're telling these stories about their ex being this, that, or the other, are they taking any accountability for their part in the relationship? Are they bad-mouthing their ex and then they're saying things like, but you know what? I kind of was a real bitch too. Or, you know, he did this, but, you know, I could see where he, you know, acted that way because I was da-da-da-da-dee. Do they hold themselves accountable for their part that they played in the demise of the relationship? That's a huge green flag, okay? If someone can actually own their shit, okay, and, you know, talk about their impact that they had and, you know, the accountability factor, that is huge. That's huge. So I was thinking about this the other day and I'm like, you know what? Like, I do that. Like, I talk about my husband when I'm on dates because we're best friends now. And I know what I did wrong in my past relationships. I know, like, and I owned it. I wrote 2 books about it, right? So, like, I only bring up my ex because we're best friends and we co-parent like rock stars. So that's a green flag. So sometimes talking about an ex, if you can do it the right way, or if you have a point to make that, like, look, I did the work. I grew up. I'm mature now. I made changes. That's a green flag. So I don't know. I just wanted to share that really big aha moment I had. I'm sticking to it. Follow for more.
So guys, from one dating coach to another, you know, as a relationship expert myself, what I can tell you is if a woman just talks about her ex on the first date, just skip that part where you try to turn a red flag into a green one, all right? Let me tell you something that's not going to happen to you. You're not going to meet a woman who talks about her ex and is actually accountable for the things she did wrong, all right? You're not going to see that. So, you have a free pass granted by this channel to skip that step, and just if you hear a woman talking about her ex, say, all right, thank you for the date, and leave. You know, just don't take her seriously, because you don't want to be in a relationship where you are compared all the time to her ex. oh, my ex did this good thing that you're not doing for me. He was clearly better. Or, oh, you're doing the same behavior that my ex did. You're just giving me so bad, you know, such a bad vibe. You know, you don't want to be like him. Just so annoying, guys. A lot of women can't get past their ex, and the reason why they can't is because they actually liked the toxicity, guys, and they're trying to mimic it in their next relationship. So, you know what? Just don't get involved with that sort of people. But with that being said, guys, thank you for watching today's video. Leave me your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for being with me and with Ampu covering this, and I'll see you next time, guys. Have a good one.